Welcome to a new episode of the Sunday Sauce. I got a very special man here. He's a friend of mine from Bay Ridge. We actually met at the gym, right, Larry? Remember that?
Yes, Harbor Fitness, baby.
That's right.
I always said about that gym. That gym was like everybody who was seriously into working out. Like you could see somebody on the bench press, sitting on the bench, eating a plate of pasta, just shoving it all in, and then doing their reps and shit like that.
Guys would be eating chicken wings in the locker room between sets just to get their protein.
Exactly.
Or shooting steroids in the gym. I mean, that gym's crazy, man.
Well, the gym was filled with manila envelopes and chicken wing.
Yeah. Oh my God. But anyway, for those of you who don't know Larry, you should know him. He's a comedian. He's funny as hell. He has a podcast called Let's Get Loud, which is coming back. I've been on his podcast. He's with our friend Josie. Larry, welcome to the Sunday Sauce. Finally, you made it on my show.
Yes. So glad you got the Sunday Sauce because we have to talk about it. There's so many things out there to talk about. First and foremost, I'm coming back Bay Ridge. I will be there May 18th at Ponte Vecchio Restaurant. That's for those who can't see me May 7th and 8th at the Borgata. They asked me to do a show in Bay Ridge. So I said, okay. So a lot of people are coming down to the Borgata. Last time, 253 people from Bay Ridge came to the Borgata, and now they're coming back down again. And the ones that can't make it down, we're going to be at Ponte Vecchio May 18th. Oh my God. Talk to Reno.
Yeah, listen. The Borgata is Borgata, but I feel like Ponte Vecchio is a little bit better because it's a more intimate show, right?
Yes. Oh my God, it's intimate. It's family. We're all here. We all know each other. We're neighbors. We're family. It's like family. Just everybody comes together, and it's like a family reunion. It is Sunday Sauce. It's Sunday dinner.
That's right.
On Wednesday. It's Sunday dinner on Wednesday.
Yeah. So, so right now you're actually enjoying San Francisco, right? But
yeah.
Are you really enjoying it? Because from what I see on the news, San Francisco is a shithole.
Okay, now see, I like that you see that because that's when we can talk about some other shit about who created this shithole. You're right. There are sections of San Francisco that is a shithole, but I live in the Presidio Heights. Nancy Pelosi's address is over here. We could talk about that as well. I'm in the marina right now, about to go play golf. And in a couple hours. So I travel through those areas, and look at it the same way as someone there looking at it on the news, like, wow, this is fucked up. And we're gonna get to all of that. But the way that I live, I make sure I'm nowhere near that.
No, I mean, listen,
I like taking shits inside.
You like taking shits like a normal person, like a normal person should.
Exactly.
Oh my God, dude, you're fucking hysterical. Oh my God. I mean, but listen, I guess homeless people don't have a choice but not to take. I mean, you see in the New York City subways, like guys are taking shits in mop buckets. It's fucking crazy here, man. It's crazy.
Now that one right there, the mop bucket shit was a comedian. I know the dude.
That was a gag?
Yeah, that was a gag.
Oh.
However, it highlights what the fuck is going on down there. If that's its entertainment. If that's its entertainment in the subway, then they're shitting in the subway.
Dude, listen, when I see every time I walk around New York City and I see just shit on the ground, I don't know if it's dog shit or human shit anymore. Like that's how fucking crazy it is.
And we could be on Broadway. We could be on 7th
Anywhere. Yeah.
You could be anywhere. And see, you could be on Madison Avenue. You could be at 42nd. You could be anywhere. There's going to be shit on the ground. You come right outside the studio. You go outside the bar, anywhere, a club. Shit. That's right. You're like, okay, I know the rat didn't take this shit.
No. So what possessed you? You probably bought your property in San Francisco way before it was a shithole, right? Am I correct about that?
Yes. And the thing is that here's the deal. There are places everywhere. Like, okay, before the pandemic happened, right? I knew de Blasio was going to fuck up the pandemic.
Of course.
So I moved I moved to Greenwich, Connecticut, to where my people are. My neighbor,
right. Your people,
my neighbor is Judge Judy, Diana Ross, and so you have a lot of different people inside of a place, but you go over to fucking Westchester, some places in Westchester, there's shit on the street too, but it's where you're at. San Francisco is the same way. Where we're at and situated over here, there are yachts behind me right now. These are $8 to $20 million homes right along the water. And, right where I'm living at, you got $8 to $10 million homes. So that's our community. But now what happens is that you go off into the rest of the city and you see what's happening with these career politicians who, use the tax dollars to, support their kids and set them up in situations where it's sweet for them to make deals with other countries. This is where they're living. And this is what they're doing. They're like, we're not giving them crumbs. So yeah, let them shit on the streets because they don't have toilet paper on their shelves.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, right.
We gave them $1,200 to go chill, and now they don't want to go back to work. And now the situation is fucked up because they thought that $1,200 they could live off of, and all they did was just raise the prices around them. That $1,200 bought masks. That's what fucking that $1,200. But when they gave them the $1,200 fucking stimulus, it just went to buy more silly ass stupid masks.
Yeah, I mean, and I also wonder how the fuck do you drive in California when gas right now? How much is a gallon of gas right now? There, $8, $9.
$8 fucking dollars. Now listen, when I had to drive to LA to do a show, and when I went down to LA. The gas at that time was $4, and we would trip. We're like $4 fucking dollars. This was before all the bullshit came with this last hike and
the Putin price hike, as they say.
The Putin price hike, the bullshit.
Right.
The other way for the Democrats to tax you, that they could put that money in their pockets. Come on, that's what it is. It's a tax. It's another clever tax.
You're right.
And that's what happened. And so next thing you know, all these people, started looking at their gas. We were like looking at the gas thing. We were like, damn, what we would give to get $4 back, $4 worth of gas back.
I mean, in New York, it's $4.10 a gallon right now. It's like $4.10 a gallon ish.
That's the steal. And this time, that's a steal. You're stealing gas.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy, man.
It's fucking crazy. It is fucking crazy. And these motherfuckers, I don't know. Okay, now I have to just get into it. How stupid are people? I just have to. Okay, either how stupid are people, which I want to say, but I also want to say how clever was the plan to get these people on board with it. The plan had to either be that clever to get all these people, we're calling them intelligent people, but they fell for the okie doke, which was their plan. Then we have to say that, okay, it's not that the people are stupid. It's like David Copperfield can fool somebody with magic. These people fool these people with that. So anybody can be fooled. Okay, I'll give it that. But then even after they're stopped doing it, they're still on autopilot to continue it. To continue wearing the mask, to continue, not revolting against these gas prices and the shelves on the stores being,
locked up.
Empty,
locked
up and empty, and then people shitting on the streets, and you're talking about defunding. There's just chaos. And when do people just go, you know what? I'm not paying another fucking tax until we understand that the money I'm sending is to stop all this bullshit right here.
Yeah, I mean,
but no, we gotta send our money to. Oh, we gotta send our money to Ukraine because Ukraine has been attacked. Okay,
I was just gonna say that. You read my mind. You read my mind. You literally read my. Like, listen. No one's disputing what's going on in Ukraine. It's obviously a terrible situation. No one's downplaying that. But there's genocide and there's war crimes going on all over the world every day, in Africa, in China, in all other countries, and not just Ukraine. So we're sending $850 million like every 2 weeks to Ukraine. Number one, We have homeless veterans that fought for our country, the United States.
Yes, I'm a veteran.
You're a veteran.
I'm a veteran that fought for our country.
Right.
United States Air Force, Desert Storm.
Right.
Now, when I look at a lot of these veterans out here, and just even the fucking VA, the shit that the VA still gives veterans. You know, I've been to the VA many times. The VA is subpar at best.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, we all know give people an A for effort and all. Fuck no. Sometimes you got to tell people, no, this is below what it should be.
Right.
And the treatment of the VA and the veterans is so below where it should be.
Right.
Donald Trump was making a stab at it, but that's a whole nother subject. But I mean, the way we're able to siphon off our money to every fucking body else while we're imploding inside here, to me, that's just a design plan. That's a fucking design plan that somebody is holding these puppets that are our government. The puppet, because clearly Biden sitting in that office is a motherfucking puppet.
Right. And
come on.
The VA you
clearly can see.
The VA has been fucked up for a long time. Not just like a lot of people, a lot of liberals will say, oh, Trump doesn't care about veterans. He's not fixing the VA. Listen, people, I got news for you. The VA has been fucked up for 20, 30, 40 years.
Yes.
It's not Trump.
Yes.
It's not Obama. It's not Bush. Long time. You know, Larry. You were in Desert Storm.
Trump attempted to address it. Mm-hmm. These motherfuckers, when they get in, all they do is say something to make people think they're going to address it. And then they just go on business as usual, giving our country back to other countries. This is the chess moves that they're making now. You just go back to World War II when Hitler was making a connection with Stalin, you know, in hopes to ally himself to go take Poland. And then when the other the Allies got together and started to stop Putin, but then I think Stalin went and tried to bomb someone else and got his ass whooped. And then Hitler knew that he was stronger than Russia. And next thing you know, they kicked off a war. That's what's happening right now. It's a mental chess game going on right now between somebody using our politicians as puppets. And our politicians being the left are saying, okay, we'll run with you. We'll give America away for you. As long as you make sure I stay in wealthy neighborhoods and can eat at, you know, dinners, I'll do whatever you want us to do. And the Republicans are like, no, this is our country. We're going to keep our country. Fuck everybody else. This is our country. We'll work with you. But no, you cannot own our country. And the Democrats is like, how much do you want for it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They want to put a price on it.
Yeah, and they got a price that they're putting on it to sell it. And we're like, no, because everything has been bullshit throughout this whole thing. And people say, well, where do you get your material from? It writes it fucking self. Look at this shit.
Right. And that's another thing. I wanted to ask you, I mean, you're in the entertainment industry and you have these, you're open conservative, you're open Republican, you're open Trump supporter. I mean, but it seems like in the entertainment industry, there's a lot of liberals, especially you're in California right now, which is one of the most liberal states in the whole United States. So I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with you.
Well, here's the deal.
Also, you're a black guy, so they probably assume that you're a liberal automatically because you're a black entertainer, so they automatically think so, right?
Yeah, and the thing is that first I'm a black Italian, right? And that's what's different about me because the thing is I'm Italian. I was actually born in Italy, so the thing is when I come to America, I see America for what it is. America is a away game for me. It became my home once I joined the military. Right. For citizenship. But the thing is that you have to look and go, wait a minute. These people are playing you this way. Who would I rather be with? The people that are foolishly being played by this country to give away their sovereign freedom? Or should I be on the side of people that are saying, wait a minute, we need to keep our country, this is ours. No, and we see the bullshit that you're doing, and we will fight you for it because we have a constitution that tells us we have a right to this, and this is bullshit what you're doing. Because we have a law with our land, it's called the Constitution. And you guys want to do away with the Constitution to create a new world order. Okay, but the new world order has to still exist with our Constitution in it. Because this is what we're saying is our country. Okay, if you want to go help Ukraine, well, where's France helping Ukraine? Where's Saudi Arabia helping Ukraine? Where are they at on the numbers? Why do we always have to lead? Okay, how much do you want? Because let me tell you something. That money that you're asking for that you never gave to us, that money that you're asking for can go to help us. Because right now we're in a fucked up situation. We got people shitting on our streets. We have people laying in subways, sleeping on subways. We got the police being defunded. We got a lot. We got people would rather spend more money to decide if a 3-year-old is a boy or girl, and try to tell them what they are. But we got people shitting on our streets, and that's where you want to place your agenda at. We got people murdering people and sticking guns to people's bellies, but then when the cops kill them, all of a sudden now we got to destroy our cities. We have a lot of things we have to clean up here before we go giving Ukraine some money, because they better listen, fight back.
Right.
Fight back until.
I mean, well, correction. George Floyd stuck his gun into a pregnant woman's belly, said he was going to kill her and rape her, and then robbed her. So let's correct that. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's we got people who will do that, but then become a martyr like Martin Luther King.
Don't even speak George Floyd's name and Martin Luther King in the same sentence. That's a disgrace.
Like, are you kidding me? No. Like, this is who you choose to follow and see, and that's what I'm saying. That's how you train. That's how you train people. Mm-hmm. And because I was in the military, and I'm gonna tell you something. I know all about neurolinguistic programming and everything. Now, that's how you train an individual. You give them a hero to follow, and the hero that they follow is this person who was a piece of shit while he was growing up, doing all these different things. And then that's your martyr. So that becomes who you start to identify with. And when you start to identify with that, you'll start acting like that. And now they're creating a situation where they can turn you loose on the cities to terrorize the people who will stay in their homes that will oppose them. Because now we're dealing with this problem. So now that I have you guys who would oppose me deal with this black problem over here, running up in your neighborhoods for safety. You don't have the energy now to fight me, who's your enemy, who's taking away this money from you and giving it to other countries. Right. And I saw that game that they were doing. I said, get the fuck out of here.
No, you're right. You're right.
I said, you know who's falling for it? The left is falling for it, but guess who's falling for it too? The right is falling for it, because they fixed 2 games for both people to fall for. They wanted the left to fall for this Fauci bullshit, whatever, this pandemic, and they wanted the right to fall for the race card being pulled again and getting upset and saying it's fucked up. But what they really should have been focusing on was who is fixing this game to take our country and give it to other countries and take our Constitution away from us. That's where the fight is. That's where the initial fight is. And we're so onto what the left is doing and what and dealing with the race thing that we forget to go, wait a minute, fuck all that for right now. My main thing right now is you're my enemy because you're attempting to give our country away to China or give it away to back to England or whoever you're trying to give it away back to. We see that you're doing that because you're siphoning our money out through these phony taxes now, like gas, like the higher food prices, higher inflation. We're telling you to mandatorily take a vaccination. We're putting you in your place. That's exactly what the military does to get people from civilian status to military status. And I'm watching them play it out on the world. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I know.
And the people who are writing all of this are the right.
Well, that's why they banned that. I think it was Dr. Robert Moses or something about the mass formation psychosis. He talked to Joe Rogan about that. And that interview was ripped off like this. No one got it anymore because that's what he was talking about. So and I want to see how long they keep yours up. This right here.
Well,
you know what? I don't put anything on YouTube because sometimes if someone says like January 6th or Trump, they'll like pull it down and be like misinformation. I'm like, I don't. Okay, whatever you say. So yeah, YouTube's funny like that.
Can't you see? Back to Hitler again? That's exactly what they did in Germany. What they did was they censored everything. They made sure everybody said it this way only. Anything to the contrary is outside of this, and then we have to deal with that.
Right.
That's what created a Hitler.
Well, that's what they do in North Korea still. They do that in China still. They do that in Russia still.
Yeah.
They do that in Cuba. All these communist countries, they censor all the media. And I mean, it's still like that. I mean, it's not
guess
obviously.
What they're doing it now? Guess what they're doing it now?
Here.
They're doing it here now.
Well, I don't know
if you just heard.
I don't know if you just heard. I mean, today's Monday. People won't hear this till Wednesday. But Elon Musk, actually, I think Twitter is gonna sell it to Elon Musk. They just accepted his bid, so we might be in good shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. Okay. Now with that, we get Trump back on to.
But he said he has no interest in going back on Twitter. He said. He already said that.
Say that again.
Trump has no interest in going back on Twitter, he said. None.
Okay, good. So here's the deal. So which is smart, which is an interesting move because Donald Trump is an intelligent motherfucker. When what's that? Sacha Baron Cohen was going around
dressing like undercover. Yeah.
Yeah. And he got everybody but Trump. Trump saw right through it and said, "I'll get out of here." You know what I'm saying? But everybody else fell for it and was the joke of it. Trump was business minded and smart enough to see a hustle when he sees it, and that's what his presidency gave us. He gave us the inside look to how this stuff actually really works. And they're like, "Yo, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain that we just banned from every social media, and we're only going to tell you to look at him this way." I mean, it is amazing. If you go down the list of what Donald Trump did during his time in office, just don't worry about the media.
It's all gone because they all censored it. Do you know how much he did for African Americans, Latinos? Of course, no. I mean, you know, but other people don't know because it's all censored and no one wants people to know what he did because. You know, they're so worried about January 6th and the Hillary
and that's
thing.
what I'm saying. So then you start to say, well, who is the they that don't want us to know about this? Who is pulling the strings to pull that off? Who has the power? Who has the interest? Who has the opportunity? Who has the motive to do all of that, to pull it off? And then when you find out that who, then you see, oh, it's you, Nancy. Oh, it's you, Biden.
Hillary.
Oh, it's you, everybody on the left, in the leadership on the left. You're complicit. You were the linchpin that could have stopped all of this. If you were for our country, you knowing the Constitution would not allow censorship in our media. Well, you knowing, but because you don't care about the Constitution, what you're going to do is say, well, it's for our gathering, for safety and everything. No, you're now complicit with turning us into a communist society.
Right. Liberals wipe their ass with the Constitution. Liberals literally wipe their ass with our Constitution. They don't care. And
meanwhile, other countries wipe their ass with our liberals.
Literally. Literally. If some of this shit these liberals said in other countries, like about our country, they would be hanged in a public square. Like, I don't think they understand like how important freedom of speech is in this country because like you would literally be killed in another third world country if some of these things like these liberals said, like talking about child normalizing pedophiles, abortions, like these kinds of things wouldn't be tolerated in third world countries. They would drag you out and make an example of you.
And also, that's true. And also what would happen is any opposition to, if that's the norm going on, any opposition to that gets shut down another way.
Correct.
They get shot, they get killed. So it's a balancing act knowing that whatever our left is talking about, it would be an abomination in any other country.
Right.
Those third world countries and stuff like that. But then any opposition to the leadership in those third world countries would get assassinated, right? Because they are put in place by by a controlling group of people to make sure that people only think this way and have to come up with their methods and their media. They're controlling everything. They have a design play with the media. It's like they keep everything they don't want on it. They control the media to tell a narrative. Mm-hmm. And that's what's going on. Like in Hollywood, in the news, it's all entertainment, but it's all edutainment. They're educating you how they want you to act through through entertainment, keeping your interest and everything, and telling you what's going on over there. But this is why we just took your money and sent it over there. We don't even know if that shit's going on. There's some video footage that you see. One was in Bosnia a year earlier. You know, they tried to put it on Ukraine, but then they put the screen side by side, split screen, and it was like same footage. And last year they was reporting that there was Bosnia, that same area. Mm-hmm. So it's like, because people don't think, they don't remember that. They just go, oh my God, okay, good. I'd rather, and then they send Stephen Colbert to say some dumb shit like,
he's a fucking idiot.
I'd rather pay him. Yeah. I'd rather pay higher fucking prices. I drive an electric car. Shut the fuck up.
That's because Stephen Colbert makes millions and millions of dollars a year, so he can pay high gas prices. No problem.
Yeah.
Do you see, Larry, how out of touch these entertainers are that make this money? They don't know shit about the common person. This is why I like you, and me and you are friends, because you're in touch. You're an entertainer. You do well for yourself. You're living comfortably, but you're in touch with the common man. You're in touch with the common man.
Yeah, because that listen, you talk about the 1%. Yes, that's a percentage. Mm-hmm. I know those people. That's a percentage. There's also the other 99%. Mm-hmm. I know those people too, and there's more of them than there are of them.
Correct.
And it's like, listen, we can either play this thing one or two ways. Either you're gonna give us our we're gonna take our freedom of voice. It's uncompromising. Like, we're not gonna let that happen here. We're not gonna let you do what you do. And however, like, if the people on the left are designed and bought by the people that are more powerful than them to give this country away, we, the patriots, conservatives on the right, know we have a fight that we're in. Mm-hmm. We're in a situation, and we have two choices. We have a mate in one move or mate in two moves. We have to go, listen, we're going to not pay taxes. What are you going to do? If everybody who believes that something is going on in this country does not pay taxes, what can they do with everybody? It's 99% more than the 1%. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even the people in the military fall into that category.
Of course.
Even the people, that are retired, or people that are in the workforce, there are people that believe this is bullshit every time they go to the pumps. Every time they turn on the news and they see somebody shitting in somebody's city. Every time they see a smash and grab at a store. Every time they see anything other than our money is making money. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Our money is.
Don't these entertainers know that that 99% is also the people who buy their stuff? I mean, obviously, those are the people who buy your tickets. They go to your shows.
Yeah. So
how can you even have the fucking balls to say, "Oh, I don't care. I'll pay more gas prices as long as Trump's not in the office, and we are going to use this money to fight Ukraine." Like, come on, man. What's wrong with you?
And that's what they're doing. They would rather have. They're not even saying, okay, well, we'll take the Santos. We'll give you. They're saying our way is better. Giving the country away is better than what we're doing, trying to stay independent. Mm-hmm. When there was a Declaration of Independence signed from England against England, that when King George was saying, send us more taxes, we're raising your taxes and everything. They're like, wait a minute, taxation without representation. We don't have any voice or anything. Fuck you. We don't want this T-tax. We don't want this different. Yes, we don't want it. And if you come over here trying to take it, we're going to fight you. And we've fought you and we want. That's what's happening now. There's some people that are letting the other countries in through the liberal left side and their leadership, and they have their supporters blindly following them. and we have to stand up strong against all of it because that's what's going on. That's the game that's actually going on for people. And we have to recognize, don't let it make it be about anything that these other people are talking about, race, gender, all these other, fuck those issues. Right now, we're talking about one issue. You're trying to take our country away from us, and we're fighting you against that. Call yourself whatever the fuck you want to call you. We don't even give a fuck right now. What we give a fuck about is this issue of you trying to take our country away from us and our freedoms and everything. That's not going to happen. And that's what we're here for. And we won't pay a fucking cent in taxes until you address this issue. What are you going to do? What the fuck are you going to do? It's too many of us. It's 99%. All we have to do is show these other people that what's in it for them. We're not telling you to focus on Donald Trump right now. We're telling you to focus on you right now. Mm-hmm. Focus on you. They got you focused on a lightning rod figure that you don't even know. Doesn't even know you exist. So, but you know you exist. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about what's happening to your tax dollars right now and what's happening to your community right now. I guarantee you, we give them that speech. We let them know, okay, just do the numbers, but you got to do the math. They can't just come from an emotional base and be like, whoa, blah, 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 blah. We're not even talking about that. Do the fucking math. Where's your dollars going?
Truer words have never been spoken.
And that's what makes writing this material so fucking funny. So get to the Brigada May 7th and May 8th.
I was just gonna say, Larry, tell us where you're gonna be again and tell us your social media, and we'll end with that.
Okay. I'm at the Brigada this week, May 7th and 8th, Mother's Day weekend. May 8th, Mother's Day every 3 years. It falls on Mother's Day, so we're celebrating again at the Brigada. 1,100 people. It's going to be a massive event. It always sells out. It's always phenomenal. And then I'll be at Ponte Vecchio May 18th. Ponte Vecchio for everybody back at home. Everybody.
Nice. And what's your you got 2 Instagrams, right? He is hysterical, and then Let's Get Loud podcast, but with the Z.
Yeah, he is hysterical is me. So touch with me. He is hysterical. Know how to spell hysterical. Hysterical is spelled with a Y. You get a lot of public school following me.
It's just true. It's true.
The private school kids know how to spell it. The public school's like, I can't find you. Yeah. And then go to Let's Get Loud. So I spell it for the public school. LETZ. Let's Get Loud.
Good show.
Yeah. So catch me out later.
All right. Later.